So this is the fabric that I dyed for the gloves. As you can see, it's ever so slightly see-through. And then to actually make the glove, all I've done is I've traced off a pattern of my hand, and I'll draw around that on the fabric and then follow the line I make as the stitch line, and then cut around to have the glove. So the other thing I've been working on this week on the cosplay is I've been making lace trim for all of the teal bands on the ruffle, and I really wanted to do this in lace because Tyranny is described as being an absolute pile of ruffles basically, so I just wanted it to be super frilly and cute, and I've been wanting to try making my own crochet lace for quite a while. So I'm using an 100% cotton lace weight yarn, and I'm using a 2.5mm hook to do it all in. So all things considered, the lace is actually quite quick to make up. I believe in total I need about 8.5 meters of the lace to do the whole costume with, and obviously I could have just bought a pre-made trim, but I really wanted to learn how to do crochet lace because I think it's just fun and also a useful thing to know how to do, because sometimes when you're making a costume you can't quite find the perfect lace. But actually I've discovered it's quite cost effective as well. So one 50-gram ball of lace yarn costs just over £2, and I believe you get about, I would say, 280 meters. So I believe this will do, just one ball will do my 8.5 meters of yarn, lace even, which is incredibly cost effective. Like if I had bought a lace in this style, you know, it would cost probably upwards of £3 a meter to purchase it. And I don't know, I just think this adds such a cute little touch to the cosplay. So to have the hands having almost a claw-like effect, I just got some fake nails that I'm going to glue onto the gloves, but I need to paint them black, and I'm going to try and do it really carefully as I do like the little red rhinestones on these. They didn't have any just plain black ones in the store, so I'm going to try and paint around the nails really carefully so that the red gem stays clean. Wait, I just realized this is not black. This nail polish is green. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I have a very dark purple and this very misleading dark green that looks black in the jar. This dark purple is a much better nail polish consistency, so I think I'm gonna do the base of each nail in the dark purple, because I believe then if I add the dark green on top, colors should kind of cancel each other out and give me something that looks like a black. Okay, so the gloves have now dried. I did the ombre by just using some very watered down acrylic. So the thing that I need to do now is glue the nails onto the gloves. So this is how the gloves are looking so far. I think what I'm going to do is a bit more of a darker shading around the cuticle of where I've put the nail, just so they look a bit more claw-like and not so much like there's just been nails pressed on. But I think I'm pretty happy with them. I'm especially happy with the colour of the gloves. Because they're ever so slightly transparent, it means that little things like on my skin poke through, so like you can see some of my freckles poking through, and I think that helps give it kind of as natural of a look you can get with gloves. Obviously they wrinkle up whilst they're on, but otherwise I feel like the illusion from far away works quite well. And even with the nails added onto the gloves, I still have good mobility. Like I can use these scissors still, and the fabric is thin enough that I can touch my phone screen and it will respond through the gloves. I think there are definitely some room for improvements on the glove, and I definitely have time to do that, but otherwise I'm very happy with the naturalness I've managed to achieve. Like, I think especially in the mirror, it looks quite natural, or at least as natural as it can. So I have actually been working on some other parts of the costume this week, but you will have to wait until next week's episode to see all of the garments finished, as I'm at a point where I'm just finishing a couple things off and I just want to do it in one big reveal for all of the garments. So I hope you look forward to that next week.